Hello, everybody. Everyone's here. So I'm gonna read the two stories. The first story is the real story of stone soup. Enjoy the video. The real story of stone soup. By now, you have probably heard the old folktale about Sosu, a hungry soldier tricks some stingy villagers into making him a big pot of soup. The truth is that stone soup was in fact invented here in China and without any sly tricks. Here is the real story. It all began when I hired those troublesome Chan brothers to help me on my fishing boat. Nice boys, but lazy and I'm sorry to say, somewhat stupid. The only good thing is I could get away with not paying them very much. Even with three of them, I did most of the work and I kept the hardest stuff for myself. I steered the boat. Anyways, one summer day, after a full morning of fishing, I decided to stop early for lunch. Time to eat, boys, I yelled. Dock the boat. After the Chang brothers got the boat tied up, my work really began. Those boys were too dull to know what to do. Ting! Get a firewood. Prepare the firewood. Prepare the cooking pot and clean the fish. Kuai! Get some fish water. The cooking pot into here, interrupted Ting. The oldest a troublemaker. He always talked back to his elders. What pot isn't here? Where is it? They looked at one another strongly. You boys the pot forgot the cooking pot? How could you? I asked. It's your pot. You should have remembered to bring it. So stupid, potato heads. What were you to do now? Pong, the middle one and the most well-mannered of the three, tried to apologize. Sorry, Uncle. We left in a hurry this morning, and we, quite the youngest, interrupted. We don't really need a pot to cook lunch, he whispered something to his friend. Kuai is about always full of silly ideas. Boo! How are we supposed to cook lunch? I asked. With a hole in the ground? Those crazy boys must have thought I meant it. No sooner had those words left my mouth than they startled, digging a hole in the sandy beach. What are you doing? I asked. Cooking lunch, of course, I said. Why, he began to line the hole with banana leaves. Meanwhile, Ting and Pong started a huge fire next to the hole. Next. Now we need some stones, said Kuwait. For what? I asked. Kuwait didn't answer. He picked up a nearby rock and held it to his ear. This is a fish stone, he announced. Then he threw the big rock in the fire. Come now, I said. Even you can't be foolish enough to believe. Shh, Ting interrupted, holding a stone to his ear. I need to hear what it is telling me. Aha! This is a fine vegetable stone. He tossed his rock into the fire too. I tried listening to a couple of stones. I didn't hear a thing. The hunger must have gone to their heads. If you are so clever, what kind is this? I handed the stone to Pong. He listened for a moment. Aha! Uncle, you are brilliant. You picked out a yummy egg stout. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. He picked my stone into the fire. I had no idea what he was blabbering about. But by this time, I was hungry enough to eat anything, even stones. We need something to carry water from the river and to eat the soup with, said Kuai. Oh, Uncle, said Pong. Could you use a mighty axe to make some bowls from bamboo stalks? Hey, yo, I grumbled. I have to do all the work, as always, but it was true that none of them couldn't be trusted with my sharp axe. With a few quick chops, I made 4 bowls with a thick stalk. The boys used them to fill the hole with water. I shook my head at them. Now we have a puddle in a fire. How do you to get the water over the fire? I asked. Leave that to us, said Ting. Uncle, you made the best bows in the village with nothing more than an axe. Said Pong. Could you use a graceful knife to make some chopsticks to go with them? Hey, yo! I cried. You lazy boys want me to do all the work? Marvelous! I carved out some chopsticks like the Chang brothers. I wasn't stupid enough to eat hard stones with my fingers. When I finished, I gave each boy a pair of my skillfully carved chopsticks. How long does it take the stones to cook? I worried that the starter sun would burn like potato. Then I couldn't believe what those crazy boys did next. With long sticks, Ting picked the stone out of the hot fire, and instead of offering it to his elder first, he held it before Kuai and Paul. They didn't eat it, though. They whispered to it. It means fish, and blew on it. Then Ting dropped the stone to the hole. Splosh! Hey, yo! I yelled. Bubbles of steam shot up the stone as it sank to the bubble. The steam carried a wonderful fish smell. I saw pieces of fish floating in the soup. Those boys had told the truth. It really was a fish stone. My stomach burned like a kitten. Kuai gently stirred the soup. Ding, 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 ding. This is turning into a tasty stew. If only we can, if we had a little salt, it would be a soup fit for a schoolmaster. Ting, I said, get the salt off the boat. It's your salt, you get it, Ting said rudely. I was too hungry to teach him good manners, so I went to get the salt. As I returned with the salt, Ting picked up the second stone and held it before his shoulder. Kai, 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 Kai. They whispered the word for vegetables 3 times and blew off the stone. Ting dropped into the stone. Slosh. More steam leaped into the air. Surprisingly, I smelled vegetables. The aroma was so yummy, my stomach growled like angry tiger. Kuai stirred the soup again and sprinkled in a little salt. This is a wonderful vegetable stone. If only we had a little sesame oil. This would be a soup fit for an emperor, said Kuai. Just a moment, I cried. I'll be right back with the sesame oil. When I returned with the sesame oil, Ting was holding on the last stone. All fish were dawn. It means egg, egg, egg. Then they each blew hot at the stone, one at a time. Why are you shouting at the stone, you potato head? I asked. Eggs don't hear very well, said Ting. He dropped the stone into the soup. Slow. The hot stone brought the soup to a wild boil. I couldn't believe it when I saw threads of egg float to the top. A luscious fragrance filled with the air. Even the monkeys came closer to get a whiff. Kuai drizzled in the sesame oil, more delectable smells. By now I was sure the sounds from my hungry stomach could be heard back in the village. Next. Finally, Ting did something right. He filled out one of the bamboo bowls with soup and served me his elder first. I couldn't hardly wait to taste it. I lifted the steaming bowl to my lips and took a sip. Howdy. It means taste good. I must tell you that I have never tasted such a wonderful soup. The fish from the fish stone was tender like flesh. The wild mushrooms and onions from the vegetable stone was flavorful. The slices of egg from the egg stone were cooked just right, thanks to the bowls and chopsticks I had made. Now the boys could enjoy the soup too. The rest of the afternoon they were happy and even worked a little harder, not harder than me, of course. From that day on, I always carried rocks in my pockets and told everyone the secret of making stone soup. I ever demonstrated how to whisper to visions, vegetable stones, and how to yell at hailstones. Oh, how dare you, egg stones! Just kidding. But the truth is, I still haven't had time to make it. You know, I worked too hard already. And that, my friends, is how I invented the real stone soup. I don't know how people ended up with that silly old boulder. Done. Okay, the next one is healthful food choices. Make sure you have to keep watching because we really don't want to miss out. Helpful food choices. Food is energy was for dinner. Just kidding. There are so many choices. Every time you go to the market, you find a variety of foods to eat. Which ones do you choose? Why does it matter what you eat? It matters because you move around and think all day long. You go to school, you play with friends, you do chores and homework. All the activity takes energy. You get energy from the food you eat. You need to eat energy-producing food because unlike a plant, your body can't make its own food. Energy from the sun. Think about the tomato you ate for lunch. It began as a tiny seed. A seed contains just enough food to begin growing. The plant used energy from the sun. It changes water and air into food. It used the food to produce tomatoes. A farmer picks a tomato and sends it to a supermarket. The next time you go to the market, what will you buy? You might choose a juicy red tomato for two reasons. It's healthy and delicious, and it's good for you. It gives you energy. You can get many helpful vegetables at the grocery store. Recipe for Easter salsa. Use a tomato to make a helpful snack. Try this recipe. Ask an adult to help. My mom. What you need. 1 large tomato. One penny red onion, 1/2 cup cilantro, also 1/2 lime, salt, hot sauce, 1 chopped tomato, onion, and cilantro. Place the chopped vegetables in a small bowl. 3. Squeeze the lime juice into the bowl. 4. Add a little bit of salt and hot sauce. Oh, spicy! It's a little bit spicy. And last one, 5. Mix everything together with the soup. Dung, 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 dung. Enjoy the salsa with baked corn cheese. Thanks for watching. Click on the like and subscribe button. Goodbye, everybody, and I'll see you next video. Next video about. Now, if you want to watch my next video, click right here. Pretend that it was a video. Goodbye!